On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we're back on the Dream Garage, and I'm going to show you guys what $30,000 of concrete looks like. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and in the last video I showed you guys all of the new concrete work being done at the house, and today they're finishing it, and I can't wait to show you all of the work. All right, I brought the big sledge out here. We just pulled most of the screws out. Let's see if these forms will come off. Hey, there we go. I thought we might need a wrecking bar there, but it looks like it's all coming right apart. So let's give this a little wiggle. Oh yeah. We are ready for a mailbox. Here we go again, baby! For day number 2. Look at that pile of gravel, guys. That is as tall as I am. Here's our final touch, guys. I 3D printed a stamp, and I'm gonna try putting it right here, I think. I haven't decided. Should it go right here in front of the step, or should it go all the way out at the edge? I feel like right here is pretty awesome. There it is, the last pour for a little bit. We're ready to start finishing up the trim out on the garage doors and everything. We are done. It's all a waiting game now. About 5-6 days before we're driving on this. I don't know if I showed you guys those dump trucks that were here earlier, but 18 tons of stone here, 1/2-inch stone, so we could fix all this. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill a lot of this with sand and start doing some actual landscaping back here. I couldn't be more excited about all of this, right? It looks incredible now, and the nice sharp edges and all the tooled break points and everything like that. I don't know, it's such a toss-up, right? Like, sawn break points are so nice when they just run through them with a concrete saw, but then when they tool them like this, I mean, it's beautiful. The only like downside is when you're rolling things across these, sometimes you like wonder, like, are the wheels gonna fall in there? But at the same time, like, I feel like this is the right way to do it. It looks super, super nice. When they got done, I did 3D print a stamp of my own that I was gonna put in it with my initials and the year. And unfortunately, the 3D printer took a little bit too long because it's got to warm up and all that. So, and I had to design the file, and they were done pouring by then. So it probably took me an hour before my stamp was done, and I tried to stamp it and it didn't work out. It was right there where I have some flour in that very corner. I tried to use flour as a release agent and hammer it in, and it said no. So unfortunately, no stamps or writing in this concrete. I thought it was going to be pretty cool. It was nice and sharp and cool design, I thought. But that's it. We're maybe going to keep going with the concrete though. We might be adding a little bit more. I've also been driving back and forth for 30 minutes trying to pack all this gravel in because you know how much it moves when there's fresh gravel on the driveway. So I've been running this truck back and forth trying to get all this leveled out. But Longhorn did a super nice job grading all of this to get it actually to the point where it is right now. So all I had to do was drive on it. And now I'm still running around here finding tree roots from all the trees that they took out for me, which is awesome. You know, that was a nightmare. We thought we were just gonna stump grind that, but they dug out what you guys saw, which was the most insane stump. So at least it's all out of here. I don't care how much cleanup I have to do. It's like a new house. It makes it feel like a new house, which is just incredible. anyway, updates in a couple, in maybe one day when I can start using the back porch, and a couple days when we can drive on this. There you have it. The concrete guys are finished. They are out of here, and I want to show you guys the end result. This is the new back patio, which is super nice finally. It's not just giant cracked slabs that are dumping water all over into these valleys beside the house. Since we took out all the old concrete, of course, we have dumped all of the gutters down into PVC with remote pop-up heads, and now you can see all of the concrete work that is finished, and I think we can even walk on it. It's been just long enough. We're gonna walk on it for the first time. Oh, look at this. Wow. I couldn't be more excited about the new apron. Here we go. Let's look inside the shop. So this is fully cured at this point. It's been nearly a week. This is a little iffy. I hope that's okay. All right. All good, all good. But it's been nearly a week because they poured this last Friday, basically. It was the first thing they did was the inside of the garage, and then they moved on to, of course, the patio, and then obviously just finished up the front apron here. So, this morning, they finished all the touch-up work. They took this wood off the door that was protecting it from, you know, possibly breaking while the jackhammers are in here and throwing concrete around. So the garage is looking amazing. I can't wait to get in here and start vacuuming the walls off and getting ready for paint. I don't know what color we're doing yet, but whatever we do, I think it'll look pretty cool. I do think this brown around the bottom needs changed out for black. And then maybe we should just do white. It's just a classic move. Maybe white is the answer. So, with that said, the concrete guys have already been back this morning, and they brought in a bunch of fill dirt for me, and they filled all this and made this little valley here, and then I just finished overseeding it and watering it for the first couple hits here. So hopefully this seed takes off, because obviously we need the seeds there to make sure the soil doesn't wash out. But this is a huge upgrade from what we used to have here, which was a high spot. It had that big bulge right there, and it was dumping water onto the concrete. And now it should kind of help. It's a little bit of a ditch, right? You can see it's a little low in the middle. It should help the water flow out into the gravel and then hopefully away from the house. So there's the update there. We overseeded this. I went ahead and overseeded all of it, even though out back I want to build like a paver patio. But with that said, we can finally walk on the concrete, which is incredible. I really don't understand the amount of trash I'm finding in all this dirt back here, but we're getting everything cleaned up. How long was this marker out here in the dirt? With that said, this has all been overseeded. A ton of grass seed out here. I spent the morning cleaning everything up, and it's time to get the cars back out of the yard and put them over here in all the fresh gravel we've got. Here's a secret first look at the Discovery. Let's see if it starts. It actually looks like it might. We've got light. The video's coming soon, guys. Look at that! Well, guys, I'm a little bit worried. It's only been one day since the pour, obviously, and this rain started and just absolutely has not stopped for the last 7 hours. It's been raining non-stop. So I'm hoping this doesn't slow our cure down any. I'm also hoping it doesn't wash away all that grass seed I just spent all that time on, but I mean, I don't know. It looked like we were making good progress on the cure, and now the concrete is absolutely staying soaked, just drenched out there with this. It's not a downpour, but it just won't stop raining. So anyway, I guess we'll see what happens. With that said, I've got another house update for you guys that I think you want to see. And here's the next update that I think you guys probably want to see: the closet. So I know before the last update on the closet, we did about half of it, and then we had, you know, one more side done, but I never had 100% of it done. And now, well, we have 100% of it done. What? I didn't even turn on the lights. What am I doing? There we go. The closet lights are finally on, and we have a finished closet. For the most part, there's still one piece left. You can see behind the mirrors, when you open them, the lights turn on automatically. I still have a couple shelf fasteners in there because I'm still waiting for IKEA to get the pant rack back. So there will be a pull-out pants rack right here, and that determines the height of that very last shelf right there. So other than that, that's our last piece that we're missing. I absolutely love this closet. You know, Got all the socks and everything, the ridiculous socks right there, and then the normal socks. It's so nice to have it all organized like that. I'm gonna consolidate this closet. I know it's a little ridiculous with all of this stuff hanging up in here, and it's gonna get much smaller. A lot of shirts are gonna go away so that I'm not actually taking the entire closet. But you know, I think it looks good with a lot of stuff in here. It keeps the house from looking empty. But for now, that's the closet update. A whole lot of IKEA packs. And I think it turned out just the way I wanted. And also I gave up on the island. I don't know, the island just, it wasn't gonna work anymore because this one's a 24-inch shelf and all the others are 16s. So like the walkway would be uneven in here. So I have fully called it on the island, and we're gonna install one of those brass floor outlets right there and then put a rug down and an ottoman. And the ottoman can stay centered up on the chandelier without making things feel awkward in here. So that's just what had to happen to make this room work. But that's a finished closet. It was a lot of fun. So there you have it, guys. That's what $30,000 of concrete work looks like. It's a big difference around here. I'm super excited about all of it. And also, I can't wait to get busy on the next step for the dream garage, which is painting all the walls, finishing everything up. The yellow outlet covers, I know some people mentioned it in the last video. Those are gonna get replaced. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll get it all done. And also we're gonna pull in a little bit of Ethernet cable, so the sensors and all of the keypads and everything are in their finished positions. So the garage is getting super close, and then we can start doing shelving and maybe lifts, like I said, and you know, anything else we need to build a true dream garage, especially the TV. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop at WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Seriously though, it is wet. I have a feeling my grass seed is probably all gone. That's why I started with the sprinkler. I guess you can kind of see it out there. Just, I hope it takes off. I hope it wasn't a giant waste of money.